Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.
Box Production.
I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up.
Big hands on a baseball cap, I'm from the Mac. Styrofoam cup full of Remy Martin, all cognac, no chase. I used to duct tape the 38. Riders hanging out where it ain't safe on a Tuesday. Patron bottles, Magnum hollers, we get it in. Active like every day, not only on the weekend. Baby say she can't swim, just put your feet in. Take a shot of this tequila and stay away from the deep end. For death though, I'm too deep in. Mafia, on that BS, Blue Smurf and Baby Spotter. Gold rag around my neck or in my pocket, can't give it up. Blam on me in the function, wish I would put it up. Got me turned up, thinking about the old days. Homie and op, remember all my head up fast. But then, I'd rather chill and kick my feet up. Mafias and ECs, the real riders link up.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up.
Yeah, Confused is the title of that record. That's my boy Trey Legend on the hook. My boy Blue Smurf on the second verse. That's SPI on the first. Blue Cup to quench the thirst. Your boy Wack HoNo 100. Oh, Baba, cuz. I told y'all, cuz. The fraud was only gonna last so long. I'm putting a lot of things in perspective now. Cause remember when he had the clip recently, right? And cuz asked him on the interview, like, oh, you went and sat down with Takuchi. It's a cold situation. Do you think like you lost anything? And the only thing he could come out of his mouth and say was, my big homie Birdman checked me, cause that was some whack Damu display. That was the wackest display in a Damu he ever seen. So out of all the people, just mind you, this cat them built his whole legacy on from day one. Every time he got on a camera or microphone, he was speaking on another cat he was cool with. That's the only, he just kept connecting this chain of every reputable name he could ever come across in Los Angeles and jump on their knees up, everybody friend, cool with everybody. That's how he established himself. And then he jumped on camera and every reputable, that's my boy. My name ended up in the mix. But not only did he throw me in that mix, cuz lied on me and put me at an event, an incident that I wasn't even there, and then had this imaginary conversation with me that he could never stand to have in person. I do not discuss violence, no intentions on violence. I do share tales of all type of past experiences. Violence is included every now and then, but I've never wanted to threaten anyone in public. However, had this cat ever stated or uttered any of the preposterous words that he has claimed to say to me in public, in person, such as something about batteries in my back and he ain't never heard of no G-Unit Crip and cuz on my mama, daughters, dead homies, everything I love and live for, hope and have. Check me out, cuz it would not have happened, cuz I just know myself. Everybody that knows me knows what would have taken place. Everybody that knows he knows. I don't know where he get this. I don't know. I think his brain worked well enough to where he know I don't know, cuz. But anyway, long story short, I've been telling y'all ever since he lied on me, cuz. Ever since I got aware he lied on me, cuz been lying about everything he say. I told y'all ain't gonna find now one Piru in Los Angeles County willing to go on record, camera, or anything, co-signing any of that latest BS he was pulling about going sitting down with the Ratatouille. That was like, he might as well put the noose on his neck and just hung it, right? I'm not even tripping, trying to see what, when, where, who, why, what's really the depths of it all, right? but I got certain individuals. I don't know why they felt it, but I'm grateful. Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. Got in my DM and sent me some pieces to a puzzle that puts a lot in perspective. I had no idea that Wacko and Big U unfollowed cuz on Crip neighborhood. On my mama, this one thing though, I remember Compton AD had a listening party, a silent listening party where you listen in the headphones. It was on the rooftop, real fly shit. I slid through there, right, bam. When I slid through there, knowing of and not having the opportunity to have met, Wacko was there from West Side, right? So when I shook his hand and met him, I called him Wack. Cuz corrected me so firmly, like Wacko, like don't get me confused, right? And I, that could just be because in conversations down the line with him, I realized he wasn't trying to like disrespect cuz overall. So I think he was just trying to differentiate the fact that he is CEO, Piru, West Coast, and then that other name was buzzing. He just didn't want to get it confused. However, cuz didn't unfollow cuz, right? So I'm like, I didn't know none of this. I don't follow nobody. But somebody then laid this out to me in my DM, right? Voice messages and all that. They want to remain anonymous, so I would allow them to remain anonymous. But I had saw a clip a week or two ago where somebody, the headline was like, keep rosecrans out your mouth, right? I didn't tap in. When I seen it, I just seen cuz, right? So look, this what the boy had to say. Oh, wow, cuz this shit is funny to me, bro. Cause like, check this out. Shout out, before I even get into this, shout out to the Rosecrans music group. Check this cat out, man. Nigga, how do you put your foot so far in your mouth? Do y'all know how rich and deep and private and intimate the actual Piru fraternity is? Even though in the long run they followed the negative steps of Crips and got to warn with each other and all that, they've always had a more of a brotherhood seemingly essence to what they do. And then there's some Compton, Rosecrans. This Rosecrans is like the most original street that you can relate to Piru and outside of Piru Street. On my mama, but Piru Street and Rosecrans Streets, like if you're going down Central, it's like once you cross Rosecrans, the next light you get to, unless them new lights they just put up all that new shit, is Piru Street. That's how close they run, and they run. I think that's considered parallel, right? So I didn't really know why they said the Rosecrans or who was behind it and none of that. But check this out. Look what this is cuz in that same interview when they asked him about, did you think you lost anything because you sat down with the rat? Oh, my mama. All these new developments, cats ain't fucking with cuz. Got more to do with just cuz going to sit down with Takuchi. Cuz been fraudulent in a whole lot of business matters. I'm not going to take it upon myself to publicize a lot of the details. But just say Cuz played himself, over-implicating himself, trying to make himself seem like he's so much rather than just what he is. He really had and still has the opportunity, because I know how chess go. It might turn into a squeeze play, but check it out, Cuz. This is what Cuz had to say. and then we'll go from here.
Zone that they don't have to reach to. So I want to position them so they can win. Our voices, the South been in control.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And they strong down there, and they going to continue to be thriving and still be strong. But, I think that the West could be just as strong and just as thriving. There's nothing wrong with, every region we go to, it's that dominant strength going on. But it's only going to happen if we help these youngsters. A lot of people out here in my position as a CEO, that playing CEO, that got orders up on them, that got movements, they just don't know. So it's kind of on me to help get them there. I got an obligation to take Blueface and help get him to that next level of being a superstar. My up and coming artists, True Car, Coyote, and you know what I mean, and to help them, Flash Gotti, become that. They got a movement down there in Compton called Rosecrans. We got Maury Ruger. We got Dobie from Westside Piru. Dobie is really standing in there as
Look, that's
shit
cuz MO.
that goes.
Just like Doja. Drop a verse full of names every time. That's cuz. Look. If you ain't noticed, go through all cuz content ever since you known him to be public. All he do is, I'm cool with this nigga, cool with that nigga. Every cat he named typically has a reputation that is exalted above his. But check this out. Now, it's some cats. I'm gonna introduce you to Zoe from Campanella, Piru. Very original, active Compton neighborhood. This where Mossberg, rest in peace, was from. My nigga Flo, rest in peace, from Lantana. The way politics go. Shout out Jim Bob from the Nellis too. And my homie J Box. And shout out my nigga Slick. But anyway, Flo used to always tell me, like, cuz just rest in peace is deep, because the way politics go, cuz was like, even though that's West Side and it was a whole lot of natural, what you would assume, he had a real deep rapport with Zoe and a whole lot of people, but I had no idea that all this was gonna transpire. So this cat right here, let me introduce, if y'all know who G Weeder is, this cuz nephew. And then how Wacc HoNo hunted, try to represent himself to the world. All right, on some Piru shit, and then from Compton, G Weed, Wacko, you can easily just take Wack out, and then everything he try to portray himself to be, these the cats you digitalize on some Piru shit that's wiggling, maneuvering in the same capacity as Wacc HoNo hunted, meaning CEO capacity. However, conduct themselves without the buffoonery, straight, know how to conduct themselves as businessmen. But when you go to check their license plates and run that report card in our environment, it comes back a Google every time. And like I say, no knocks to the valley. They not from the valley. They from right here where everything that matter transpires. Rosecrans Entertainment.
All right. So, can you start by telling us who you are?
My name is Zoe from Compton, California. One of the originators of the Rosecrans movement.
When I first loaded it up, I thought that was gonna be something else. But look, this what cuz got to say on the subject though. Wacc HoNo hunted. Keep Rosecrans out your mouth. The same type of people he talking about is exactly who he is. He don't want to put nobody in position to possibly have a bigger platform than him. I'm tired of all this faking you and opportunists. Don't try to fake mention Rosecrans now, especially after you done dealt with snitches. I told you I ain't nobody finna ride with that. Snitches and shit. Nigga, we lost G Weeder to somebody snitching. And G Weeder is down. And this his nephew that's vocalizing this position on my mama to somebody snitching and getting on the stand. You bumped in connection passes over with. Wait, I ain't gonna even like censor that. They like, what the fuck? Yo, Bompton connection / pass is over with. Keep that fake shit away from us, blood. You fake fuck with us. Let us use the studio for protection. We ain't stupid, and we know you only fuck with TDE, QC for clout. You know them niggas through the homies and use your resources from them for you, your artists, not the West Coast. Everything you do is for you. Then all that recording conversations and shit you be doing is straight up gay, blood. I ain't no rapper and don't care about the industry, so I don't need you on Nellis. I'm not about to keep holding all this sucker shit you be doing. And hold on, just so I could get y'all, I want y'all to read it with me. Hold on, where work to at? Bam, bam, bam.
All right.
Hold on, oh shit.
So,
Hold on. All right, all that sucker shit you be doing, all that clout chasing you do for a check, ain't how I was raised. I don't give a how much money you trying to accumulate off that weird shit. It ain't right. Keep all them old ass prison stories, especially the ones you trying to convince the world you would have been the only minor on a prison yard, not realizing somebody, at least me and others, realized that you was a PC, nigga. You was a minor on a grown man yard. You was PC'd up. So you started your situation PC'd up. You talk all this growth. He said, keep all that old prison stories and fake politics to yourself. That shit don't hold no weight around here. You talk all this growth shit, but see, young niggas steady dying and getting indicted in the industry, and you still ain't helping nobody. Still promote negativity and industry beef. Kill it, blood. This ain't that whack, and I ain't even gonna fake like we out to get you or looking for you, but we ain't backing you up no more. You too goofy, and this ain't that, period. Zonella. And I don't care who stop rocking with us. We rock with ourselves. Free G-Weed, though. And then G-Weed, cuz uncle, who name hold a lot of weight on this side of the state, had to say what he say. Weed would never sell his soul for the price of $1. Rosecrans Music Group said it all on this last post. Kept it real simple. So this is what I want you to understand. Suge Knight, biggest Piru at one point, industry CEO. To clown Puffy for wanting to be at the forefront of the attention. Then he caught the disease, failed. See Wack HoNo 100 caught the disease, failed. You see G-Weed, very few words to say. You see Top Dog, never, ever, ever, ever really see him. You know what I'm saying? The way someone who's supposed to, how many of you guys right now could walk past Jimmy Iovine or any other executive of such, and when you walk past them, you'll know what they look like? I don't know if you want to be a CEO or a rapper. How can you name all those rappers that you just named, and you the most popular person in the whole group? It's not how it goes. You got the Curtisha disease. On the set, though, like on my mama, I remember, cause it was almost like 6-7 months ago. Somebody sent me a picture, cause people always send me a picture, cause, but when they send me the picture, cause they tell me cuz he in a rental car place on the phone arguing, talking about they owe me $300,000, And guess what? Universal done gave him that $300,000 and gave him the boot. He out of here, no more deal. So basically, all that help he flossing, trying to talk about, he trying to do, I don't even think, guess what, cuz? The way the down moves is pushing their line down, I don't even think Birdman fucking with him, cuz. Oh my mama. So when he was trying to tell y'all that Birdman was the main thing he lost, I think he was really underreporting on my mama. Birdman gonna fall in line. Cuz was a fraud from day uno. The only reason real niggas dealt with Cuz was because when he got the platform, he got the camera, his whole MO was to throw real niggas' names in the mix, and real niggas can utilize that. So now, but guess what? When you utilize my name, you owe me. You owe me a lot of things. Whether you owe me directly over some dollars, you're gonna owe me some access to some of this elite, whatever you supposedly have that's worth having something. And then if you don't keep your steps accordingly all the way, could you imagine? And luckily, it's the day and age of what we doing it, and everybody keeping it corporate. But you just heard him say they ain't got his back no more. Big U don't follow cuz no more. Just mind you this. In this song I'm finna play, cuz in the first verse, I say Wack 100. But I wanna say Wack HoNo 100 and all that, you feel me? And then at the last word of the first verse, you can just insert Geechee Gotti. I ain't even say the name that's there. But anyway, it's understood, available on all digital platforms. And just know this, cuz on my mama, one of my real ones was, took a picture of cuz, sent it to me. I get them all the time, though. Cuz on the phone in the rental car place, on the phone talking big, talking about they owe me $300,000. But guess what? They gave him that $300,000. I hope you could blow up all them artists you said. Oh, my free meats, though.
I'm the one setting precedents everywhere. Now I'm feeling like I made it. I look it up. All my friends are mostly entertainers. I still got street friends, don't get me wrong, but all my friends, I'm in the entertainment door. I'm in that realm now. Now I'm finna start making a lot of legitimate money.
Bitch, you run my name, it come back 100. Ask Big U, Top Dog, Wack 100. Suge Knight, both the niggas he happened to drive over. The one that died and the one that survived. Rest in peace, Terry Carter. What up, Bone? It's the perfect type of beef for me to nut up on. Used to holler at the plug like, what up, Holmes? Cop 9 zones, go home and cut up stones. No extras on nothing, just saying what I say. From Compton and LA, ask Cam with a K. Mayo over mustard, whiter than Ajax. And Trag Newport, getting high with AWACS. Nominated most Easty, yes I accept it. Q, Mac and Dub, I'm West Side connected. Used to flood the swap me with my CD copies. Niggas nutty on my block like BG Nuggies. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood. Family first, nothing over or equal to them. Love my folks from the turf and my peoples from Brim. Industry-wise, the realest from the past to me. Actually, has to be Master P. Keep it a Google, only way I know how to do things. Tour with TD Boy before he had 2 chains. In Georgia with Jeezy and the CTE. Or the son of Easy E and the CPT. Put Jake Passion on the mic like I'm giving a speech. Spent weeks on South Beach politicking with me. Chicks used to think I was banging with a decent group, till they left the low hanging when I beef with Snoop. Never sneak this and just speaking the truth. When you shoot from the soul, it gets deep in the booth. I'm a legendary native like CJ Mack. Never left, but tell them haters that the keyway cack. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood. Call me crazy, or maybe it's a baby thing. Baby Spider, baby Dre Line, baby Lane. New Orlando before Burris war with Glencoe. Fuck them slow bugs, but his name was Winslow. Should've said with Chris Lighty, got blunted with Fab. Now no one damn near had to run it with Zab. That nigga Puto couldn't do nothing but laugh. Like you a fool, sticking moves, stay up under the jab. Grab a bag of that gag for $1,200 a half. Fuck the world on my handicapped brother's behalf. Hit the road and wear it out for a month and a half. Counting cash, I don't care about nothing but math. Usually I'm all alone with a gun in the lab. Like you should leave me alone, I don't wanna collab. Number 1 in my class, I been good crip. Run long and not fast like in hood nip. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood.
Always keep it hood. Nothing like me. I'm a G on Crip. I'm just like.
You have impacted them, only more so because you're not an actor playing a part.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
I'm real life.
Actualize this shit.
Yeah.
You made this shit reality.
Yeah.
They don't have the mental capacity to be able to process that type of shit, man.
Oh, mama, young.
Snakewood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned.
Black Box Production.